Yo, what's up? It's Mr. Young.
And it's Foreign in the building.
And as you can see, we are here live post-show after Grapplemax. What an incredible Grapplemax Amplify 8, huh?
Yeah, man. Dude, we are literally in the middle of the ring.
Yes, we will jump up and down, but I'm very afraid the camera will fall over.
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
But, bro, I love the vibe today. And I don't know if we should work our way backwards because we are still reeling from an incredible...
I didn't expect that.
No,
for sure.
No,
for
and
sure.
that's the thing, right?
Yeah.
Like, the funny thing is, I don't know about you, but I had been calling for a certain person to turn heel for quite a while already. If you go back and watch our previous episode, I'm like, hey, it's about time, it's about time. I feel like there's seeds being planted. And I have to give it to Greg and Dave and the team, basically, for coming up with this, because when it finally happened, it happened, but in a way I did not expect.
Okay, wait. For context, who are we talking about?
Okay, we are talking about Devan
yes.
and Nathaniel, right?
Okay.
I don't know if you remember taking us back to Slam and Saver.
Yes.
I'm like, I think it would be cool if Nathaniel turned on Devan right now.
And
Do
the thing
you
is,
remember me saying that?
I remember we were talking about how both of them, they made their journey from NWE, officially recognized as main roster members, and they've been teaming up, right? So I've always felt like Devan was such a natural babyface. It only makes sense that, if they're going to make Ned his natural enemy, shoot and heal.
Yes. But then something else completely different happened. You know what? We'll leave that at that. If you didn't come and see what happened, if you haven't seen what happened on social media, I guess you'll have to stick around when we get to the main event.
Yes, correct. So again, we are recording this live right after the event. And there's a lot to digest. Usually we take a day, to go home, sleep on it, and then figure it out. But I feel like it's only natural for us to give our real-time reactions.
You know what? I like it like that because we don't have time to overthink it. Now it's all about the emotion. How do we feel after the event? So let's start from the start.
Correct.
Unfortunately, I didn't make it for the NWE match. I initially came in at the end.
Oh really? So there was. Oh shit! I also didn't realize there was an NWE match. I thought the first match was the Rising Championship match.
No, it was not. It was not.
Okay,
but,
sorry guys.
Yeah, I'm sure it was a banger.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a banger.
Nonetheless, yes. But we started off the night with Thommy, Hardi versus Jullian Creed, Rising Championship #1 contender.
Yeah, see, I'm a fan of this Rising Championship because I feel it's so versatile, right?
Yep.
It's they say you can use it as like a mid-card championship. You can use it as a workhorse championship. You can use it as a championship to highlight all these young stars that is overlooked.
That's correct.
And we always talk about how Jullian Creed has been overlooked, underrated, and now I think he's getting a chance to shine. Even as a heel, I feel like he's giving a lot of opportunities, not just to the local wrestlers, now with my PW wrestlers as well.
And interesting that you said that because I feel like he is one of those guys that is so cool doing what he does. He is in danger of becoming a face. He's in danger of getting the crowd to cheer for him no matter what shenanigans he tries to get up to. And he tries to, like we said, right? He's a very good bad guy.
I think he's just good in general. So, there's some wrestlers that you can't deny them. They're undeniable. And Jullian's one of them. His trash talking was on point today. And the MyPW wrestler, Thomas Hardi, shout out to him. I think he brought a lot of babyface fire. So we could root for him as well.
It's interesting you say that as well because I felt like maybe because I don't know who he is or what his story is, that kind of thing. It felt a bit one-sided to me, this match. As in, I only know Jullian. So I found myself leaning more towards rooting for Jullian.
I mean, that's also because, bias, we are Singaporeans, you want to root for a local wrestler. But I just felt like, as what I mentioned, right, because we have Jullian as a champion, and he's taking on all comers despite being a heel, and despite using underhanded tactics. I know he was using Sufyan as a shield at one point.
He was constantly taunting the crowd. I love it when the guys really lean into the crowd work. I mean, we talk about this very often, right? Like the faces, emoting. And I think a lot of what makes Jullian great is the fact that at every single moment you don't catch him lacking. He's not like suddenly no expression on the face because he's going through a move. No, even while he's doing the move, you know like, okay, there's intent. And that sells.
And we still haven't had him on the show.
Oh, we keep saying we need to get him on the show.
Yeah, it's been 8 seasons, bro. I think we need to get it at one point.
Can
but let's hope when we still have him on the show, finally, he's still the champion because I am really rooting for him to have a long title reign.
There you go.
I don't see anyone dethroning him, except potentially the new #1 contender. We'll talk about it later.
Oh, yes, we will. Okay, to me, though, at the end of the day, I felt like the match was a bit by the numbers,
Okay.
as it were. Because again, I felt like there was no way Thommy was going to win.
For sure,
Like
for sure.
at no time did I think that, Jullian was going to drop the title. So
Yeah.
there was not that sense of, wait, it's not a title match. I take that back. That's why it didn't feel like there were stakes.
Well, I mean, it is the rising champion having a match.
Yeah.
But I just feel like because he is the rising champion, I feel
So why
it's
not
being
put
highlighted.
why not put the title on the line then? If it was
If I was a local booker, why would I want to lose my rising championship to a kind of
Sure.
promotion, right?
Sure,
I mean,
sure.
just saying.
That felt a bit weird to me
Yeah.
at the end of the day. But it is what it is. Okay.
Yeah. But for me, overall, I think I give it about 3.5
Okay.
for his performance.
We're
in the
throwing
ring.
out stars.
Yeah, we're throwing out stars.
Wow.
Usually we'll put it out on our Patreon on Kick to the Gut. But for now, let's just be honest with my star rating.
Sure, free stars. We're giving out free stars today.
3.5. Okay, let's go.
I said free, not 3, but okay.
Okay, fair enough. Okay.
Let's talk about Bobby Sinaga
Oh.
and Nick Adam versus Heaven and Earth. Bobby.
Okay, we all know all about Heaven and Earth, one of my favorite tag teams.
Yes.
But dude, this match was our introduction to my PW's Bobby Sinaga.
Correct.
And I am impressed.
I am a fan. I know the first thing you said was, hey, this fella like JC Mateo.
He like JC Mateo. Afterward, I felt like he like Solo Sikoa, then
Yeah,
maybe a bit
yeah,
of Jacob Fatu. I don't know lah.
Do you notice he didn't wear shoes?
Exactly, bro. Yeah.
Bro is a big guy. He knows how to move like a big guy and wrestle like a big guy. Which is
Especially when
very
you
good.
put him opposite somebody like Simon Sia.
So that was the whole story of the match, right? Simon Sia was the guy who was like, no, tag me in. I want to go and fight
Yeah.
Bobby. To which the crowd was like,
You sure, bro?
You sure, bro?
Bro,
You
you sure?
Ah.
You sure?
I don't know about that. And
Yeah.
as expected, they basically beat the brakes off Simon. Simon,
Yeah.
I have to say, like, it happens in every match, and he's so good at it.
Yeah.
He's very good at being the underdog babyface in peril.
Yeah, and I think the great thing about their team, right? Again, they have such a great dichotomy. You have the ground wrestler. We always mention it all the time.
Yeah.
We have somebody like Loving, kind of like grounding things down, showing off that skill set, and then we have Simon Sia with like the babyface fire. Every single move he does, and his fight chant, he's just so easy to root for.
Yes.
And then now you put him against somebody like Bobby Sinaga, so intimidating.
Yep.
And then even Nick Adam, that sergeant, that soldier boy guy. He's no slouch as well, bro. So like I felt like it was a very commendable performance against an intimidating duo from my PW.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm just looking around in case he's around because he's actually right there. at the corner, but,
Okay, sure.
yeah.
Let's not talk so
I'll
much.
just say, I'll say it, okay?
Yeah.
The outfit looks like a default select a character in, when you create your character in 2K, WWE 2K?
No,
and
it's like a direct Vince McMahon.
So yeah, I don't know about that, but yes, I love the dynamic between Heaven and Earth.
Yeah.
In a weird way, right? Do they feel like the Hardis to you? I mean, not just because Simon does the Swanton, but you have a very grounded Lavin who sort of like pulls the match together.
Yeah.
But then you have your babyface in peril and the guy that does the big comebacks in Simon Sia.
Well, I don't know about the Hardi comparison, but what I would say is that they are one of the most cohesive tag teams that Grapplemax has.
Yep.
And they've been, getting a lot of wins, not just among the local tag teams, but also now an international tag team in the MyPW duo. So I just feel like it's only a matter of time before they get the number one contenders match for the tag team title, because I think they need to be tag team champions before the end of the year.
Interestingly, I thought this would have been a better match to open the show.
Yeah.
I thought that this was more energetic. The crowd really got into it, especially because of Simon and his big. He has a lot of crowd-pleasing moves.
Yes,
the tilt the world, the swanton, stuff like that.
Yeah, and he's getting better and smoother all the time. I think he's getting really, really confident. And and you have Lavin to kind of bring the air of calm and finesse.
Yeah.
So I'm just a big fan of that whole tag team.
And kudos to shout out to Lavin as well. I feel like he's. It's almost like the Roman Reigns talking in the ring thing. Like he's emoting more. Like I
just noticed, right?
Right. Like it felt like for a long time Lavin was just in the ring, showing emotion but doing moves.
Personality-wise, we do not know what he's all about.
But today, I felt like he brought it out. He was
trash talking.
He was trash talking.
He was Roman reigning.
It made him cool.
Yeah. I think it added a new wrinkle to his character.
Yes.
And I want to see a lot more of that. And that was just Bobby Sinaga slamming the...
I know. I think he might have heard us talking about him.
I was so scared though.
So I know.
Shut up.
I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, shut up.
He might come in and
he's
splash us.
literally right behind us. Okay.
But yes, Soldier Boy, unfortunately, he was the one who ate the total elimination.
Yep.
And then the big swanton.
Yep.
And Heaven and Earth are winners.
Yeah, I gave this match for the tag team, right? We only grade the local wrestlers.
Yep.
I gave Lavin 3.5,
Yep.
but I gave Simon Sia 4.
Bro, look at that.
Hey!
We are in sync. We are not the Backstreet Boys.
Yeah,
we are in sync.
There's a tease for the next
Dirty
match.
pop.
Pop.
Pop. Okay, no, this is not what people came here for.
No,
Let's talk
okay.
about the next match.
Okay.
Now let's talk about the Scum Dog.
Yes, Scumdog Millionaire. No, sorry.
No, without the millionaire
Wrong
part.
one.
The Scum Dog Boogie.
Yeah.
Sage Matthews versus Ban Sachak.
Okay, so we've seen Sage Matthews. For me, I've seen him during, was it
Cinema,
Pro
Absolute
Wrestling?
Cinema,
Absolute Cinema,
yes.
and rest in peace, the projector. That was our first introduction to him, and he was essentially the most Nick Carter looking Backstreet Boy band, babyface looking guy ever.
His de-evolution needs to be studied, bro. How did he go from getting Backstreet Boy chants and songs to straight up looking like Kevin Federline?
I think he took it to heart and I cannot be too pretty boy.
Yes.
I think I need to knock my teeth out.
Oh my
I need to start to look like, Justin Bieber had a mustache.
Yep.
And essentially that's what he did.
That's exactly to your point, right? Like he has this weird mustache thing, so he's in that Justin Bieber bad boy face. It's so easy to hate him.
Yes, as
it's
a
so
heel.
easy to boo him, which, as we always say, right, a good heel makes the face's job easier.
Correct. And I'm not sure where exactly in America he's from, but the fact that he's traveled to Singapore multiple times at this point, I think he was there at the NWE showcase, and now for this match, he's becoming a familiar face in this scene, and I really like his presence. I think he brings an air of unpredictability, an air of danger, an air of menace that I think none of the roster members here have.
Ooh.
Yeah. No, because I feel like he's just such a wild card.
Okay.
In that sense. So
wait. Say that a bit louder. None of the roster.
Okay, never mind. But anyway, the fact that he again fought against Ban Sachak, who has evolved from his days with our favorite guy Broken Bat, with Dave. Now
Dave.
he's an undisputed babyface and he's so likable.
Yeah.
He's giving me Liu Kang babyface vibes.
Can we say
Yeah.
that after his match with Dick Togo,
Oh, yeah.
he leveled up a bit? Like you can see everything he laid in a little bit more. I don't know, maybe it's Sage as well. The two of them put together, it was a
They
very
brought out-
physical
Yeah.
match. They laid it in.
Correct. I tell you, the Dick Togo effect, I think
Oh my
really
God.
helps a lot of people.
It's like he slapped you until you feel angry, you want to slap other people.
Correct. So I believe that with this new version of Ban, this is the Ban that can challenge for world titles.
Well, you're talking about challenging. He ultimately picks up the win
Yeah.
because Sage talked too much. He was
Yes.
on the top rope, he
Yeah.
was feeling confident, and
Yeah.
then he got crotched.
Correct.
Hey, wait, no. Ban got crotched first. Sage swanton
Correct.
and ate the knees. to
Correct.
the back.
And he took the knees, and then of course the finale of the rock bottom for the win. And now you have. I think we will be remiss to mention that this is actually a number one contender match
Correct.
for the Rising Championship, right?
So that means Ban will be challenging Jullian. That is a mouth-watering match.
Ooh, so we have a very strong mid-card championship match, in the horizon. Is it going to happen at Wrestle Paga as they have announced? Is it going to happen at Unity? Well, you guys have to wait and watch.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. I am interested in the match because of the personalities, but also I'm a little bit worried because I feel like Ban, when compared to Jullian, there is a big difference in personality, right?
Can he match up to him?
Yes, because there is a very real possibility that Jullian runs away with it because he's just so, like his personality, his
So
aura
charismatic.
his charisma is so out there, right?
Yeah, but I also believe that, the thing about Bun is not that he's supposed to be this super charismatic guy. I actually like that he's a bit more quiet, a bit more like cool, a man of few words, but he, shows it in his actions. He's giving me like Ricky the Dragon Steamboat vibes.
Is it because of his outfit?
The outfit, the music,
Okay.
but also like this, there is this value, kindness to it. I don't know how to explain it.
Value and kindness. He has good moral values, ladies and gentlemen.
the moral values.
A good Asian values.
Remember they were chanting like, we Asians, we are not like this guy. So they were
yeah.
making all about Asian versus Western. So
Sure.
It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing.
But there you go. I'm looking forward to that match for
Correct.
the Rising Championship. Okay, let's move on. This was an interesting one.
Yes,
And
we're talking about it.
Yeah, we spoke to Big Dave about it as well. And okay, let's set the scene, right? We got Big Dave versus Devan and Nathaniel.
Correct.
2-on-1. The setup itself was very interesting because this happened after NWE.
Correct.
When it was Dave and Sean versus the two upstarts, right?
Yeah, so,
and they lost, the upstarts lost.
But that was also the precursor to them being announced as the newest members on the main roster.
So yeah, they were brought up to the main roster, and then if you saw the video on their Instagram, they decided to have words with Dave about it. And right off the bat, I'm like, something a bit feels off because they come off as being a little bit cocky, new.
They are
young
not
heels.
those like humble, green rookies trying to make a name.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, maybe never mind. Maybe this is like John Cena, ruthless aggression. I want to prove myself. Sort of a thing, right? So that's cool. And then the match happens. Again, you know, Big Dave is very good at what he does. He is taunting, he is disturbing, he is being the consummate professional heel that he is.
So it's like those things we know about Dave, right? You know, but the funny thing is, beyond that, the heels. The heel in this case was supposed to be Dave.
Yes.
But the baby faces, the duo, started acting like heels.
Yes. So, like, it's weird, right? Because usually when you have a 2-on-1, it's usually the baby face fighting against two people, so you can root for the baby face to beat all the odds. But in this case, I was sitting there going, why do I feel like Dave is the one I'm rooting for to beat these two young punks? And there was even a point where the two of them had Dave down and they were both wailing on him. I was like, that's very heel behavior.
To be fair, because Dave spat at Devan, so
sure.
I mean, I would have beaten up on Dave.
That's true. That's true.
I mean,
but,
don't let me.
Don't let him hear this. You were talking stuff about Dave, but no, I totally get your point. Like it's almost like Dave brought out evil in them or something.
Correct, and it's Devan who is supposed to be the most natural babyface ever.
Yes, correct. So I don't know, but I felt a bit confused. I was questioning this decision because again, it felt like they were becoming heels.
Let's be honest. After the match, I felt like I didn't like this match because it was like the whole dynamic didn't make sense.
Yes, correct. At the end, Nat was holding on to Dave. Dave moves out of the way and eats a Thommy from Devan, and then Dave picks up the win.
Correct. So in a way, it was an opportunistic win, but I felt like, I was happy that Dave outsmarted it.
Yeah, again, it was like, but Dave is the heel and these two young guys are the baby faces. Why are we rooting the other way?
Correct.
Again, this is a case of let them cook.
So the thing is, right, if it had ended then and nothing happened at the end of the night,
then
I would have said like, this was a bad, wasn't the right choice.
Yeah, it's a questionable booking choice.
Correct.
But we will get there. Okay, come. Like the song, we will get there. Here we go. Ships Ahoy. Didn't think you'd hear a National Day song on the podcast today, huh?
Yep.
Let's go. Ships Ahoy versus Div and Kelvin.
Kelvin Lang, So again, Ships Ahoy, I think they have reunited again. And great gear again.
You are obsessed with their gear. That's all he could say during the match.
Somebody needs to give a shout out to their gear makers, bro. Like to me, presentation is like 80%, right?
Bro, I'm the guy who just now talked about one fella looking like a default character, so I absolutely know what you're saying.
You know what I mean? Like,
yes,
if
I
nothing
agree.
else, they look like $1 million. I can get behind them. I can buy into the character.
And again, I've said this before. They are also another team that, even though they're heels, they're getting over as heels, so people are starting to cheer for them.
And their Team Rocket's chemistry aside, they were becoming baby faces, right? Even from that time we were talking about Absolute Cinema, the crowd was being won over. But then, this particular match, they reverted back to type as heels, but there was also something else beyond that. There appears to be some teased dissension going on.
Right. So all throughout the match, I don't know if you noticed this as well, it was a lot of Sarah looking at Christian going like, should I do it? Like, there was a little uncertainty there, and then Christian just like barking at her, going like, no, you do this, you do that, come on, let's go, do this, do that. So I was like, oh, okay. Maybe that's nothing, but maybe that is something.
And that's the thing, right? They are supposed to be the more established tag team in this match.
Yes.
But then you have Kelvin Lang and you have Divya, two great wrestlers in their own right, coming together and outsmarting the established tag team.
Correct. Okay, so Christian beating up on Divya is like auto hit lah.
Okay, for sure.
I'm still in the camp that if a man beats up a woman, they are auto heels.
Well,
which is why, I don't know if you noticed this, but Kelvin only got one move on Divya the whole match. It was a backdrop.
One move on Sarah, you mean?
On Sarah, sorry.
Correct.
He only got one move on Sarah the whole match, the backdrop. Because I cannot, you know what I mean? To me, it doesn't make sense.
To me, when we just watched a recent mixed tag team match, WrestlePalooza, right? CM Punk, AJ Lee, Becky, and Seth. Like, to me, if you want to utilize like the guy beating up the girl, it has to be like you said. The heel getting the hit, and the babyface do it one time just to get that comeuppance.
Yes,
right?
Correct.
But again, I felt like the whole dynamic of this match made it as though like this inexperienced tag team could outsmart the established tag
Correct.
team.
I think that was the story they were trying to tell,
Okay.
because of the dissension, right?
Yeah.
And it was because of the quote-unquote miscommunication
Correct.
between Ships Ahoy
Yeah.
that led to Divya getting the roll-up win.
So here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
With Kelvin and Divya now seemingly, getting their first victory as a team.
Well-
You think it's gonna be something more than just a short-term fling?
One night stand? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see,
I got a tag team name in mind for them already.
What's that?
So one guy is from Glasgow, one guy trained in Scotland.
He's not from, bro. This is like I'm a Mexican music connoisseur
Stop it,
thing
stop
all
it.
over
Wait,
again.
what
He,
game?
he
Okay,
went,
wait,
he's not a Scottish warrior now.
So one guy trained in Glasgow.
Oh, yeah, he's trained there.
Scotland not part of UK, right? It's their own thing, right? Are they part of United Kingdom? Do
They used to be part of the UK.
Okay, so never mind. Because I would say like he's a British, British influence, right? Right?
Sure.
And then you got,
I'm sure somebody is going to correct us in the comments.
and then you got Divya,
Yeah.
who's trained in Indian promotion with Great Khali.
Where are you going with this?
So in their tag team should be called British India. Think about it, guys.
Bro, no.
Think about it. The British India. The British India.
They don't call it East India Company.
Yes.
That's Stanford Raffles.
The Spice Lane.
I think there are so many things politically wrong about that. Let's
Okay,
move on.
never mind, let's go.
Let's talk about something
Just
else.
trying, just trying.
Again.
Yeah.
Because of the miscommunication,
Yeah.
we saw at the end of the match,
Yeah.
Ships Ahoy, they were looking at each other. What the hell? What are you doing?
Ooh.
And there was very obvious dissension.
Okay.
And Christian walked off.
Sarah, to her credit, came and talked to us
Yeah, yeah.
and reassured and insisted that there's nothing going on.
But-
There's no issues.
It's like, you have friends who are dating and you know both of them, but then you ask them, are you guys okay? And they're like, oh yeah, it's fine. But we don't know what's going on behind the curtains. We don't know what's going on in their group chats.
Okay.
I
get you. I
yeah,
get you.
and then before you know it, suddenly, hey, they broke up.
Oh,
So we'll
that
have to wait and
kind,
see
that
what
kind.
is going to happen.
Okay, I get you.
Maybe at WrestlePaga, maybe at Unity, but there's definitely been seeds planted.
Man, I'll be sad the day the Ships Ahoy ends because like
Yeah. Or maybe
Yeah.
they patch up. Like good pirates, they make, I don't know what pirates do.
yeah, like I patch up, get it?
Oh my god, bro's on a roll and he didn't even have Red Bull today.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm getting thirsty. Okay, let's go.
Let's talk about the main event. We're at the main event.
We
already.
are at
Wow.
the fucking main event.
Wow, okay, wow.
I don't even need notes for this.
That's the first
Let's-
F-bomb, by
let's
the
talk
way.
about-
There
let's
are
talk
kids
about
here,
the
bro.
main
Look at that. There's a child right there.
There's literally a baby right
You proud of yourself?
No. Never mind. Okay, so
Endboss Gregory.
Main event, yes.
Hotshot. Grapplemax Openweight Championship. Let's go. It started off
Yeah.
the way it needed to start off.
correct.
Emotional.
Yeah.
Aggressive. I called it aggressive grappling.
The bell rang. Immediately, Greg had his hands all over
Yeah.
Wilson.
And again,
yeah.
it's about the intent, right?
Yeah.
Like, when you see people do the lock-up and hip toss
Yeah.
and arm drags and stuff like that,
Yeah.
it's done in a display of technical skill. When they
Yeah.
did it, it felt like he was trying to arm drag his arm off.
You could feel the personal animosity.
Yes.
The last time I remember this kind of aggression is when they were doing mat wrestling is like Chris Benoit, Kurt Angle.
Yes.
It reminded me of that.
That's a
aggressive
great,
mat
aggressive
wrestling.
mat wrestling. So
Yeah.
yes, it was technical, but it was aggressive, and I appreciated
Yeah.
that because this match needed it. It was emotional.
Yeah. Greg rolled back the years.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that he's old. I'm just saying that
I don't know who started the "you still have it" chant.
I think it was
but-
me.
Well, bro, you again.
He never lost it.
Yeah,
just
he
to be
never-
clear.
exactly, he never
Just
lost
to be
it.
clear, but I felt like he wrestled like he had something to prove. And shout out to Wilson. I tell you, ever since he turned heel,
Yeah.
I called it. Or I asked about it at first.
You asked about it.
He has reinvented himself. He's like that CM Punk 2012 heel
Yeah,
run.
yep.
Half of his title reign as a babyface, now going into the next half of his title reign as a heel. He's very established right now.
And you love
Yeah.
to see it, when he
Yeah.
sinks his teeth into the character. You can tell he's having fun with it, with
Correct.
the smirk, with the glasses,
Yeah.
with the perm hair. Look, I actually permed my hair once in my life just to get volume on it.
Do you become a heel?
No, I did not become a heel, but it was annoying. Sitting around with a big thing over your head
Yeah.
and chemicals in your hair. That's not cool. Maybe it's the chemicals that made him a heel.
The chemicals rot into his brain.
Exactly, bro. Brain rot.
Well, the thing is, right, what I like about this match as well is that while they wrestle a very, very, aggressive style, very personal style, I think they also showcase what's so great about Grapplemax.
Yes.
It's the wrestling philosophy, right? I think Greg wanted to not only school Wilson, but also remind him what it takes, to be a great wrestler, to be a great champion. And I think Wilson almost like rose to the challenge, in trying to prove that he is the guy.
It was a very physical match.
Yep.
There was a point in the match though, and I'm sure we all felt it as well,
Yep.
where it felt like they were out of sync. You know how certain matches sometimes you miss one move and then everything just kind of goes off sync.
There was a stretch.
There was a stretch.
There was a stretch in the match where they were kind of like.
I think we would be remiss not to bring it up.
Yeah. Well, I felt it didn't distract from the match itself. I felt like even them being a bit sloppy, bleeds into the story of them having this like, they're clearly they are not cooperating in that way. They are trying to beat their ass.
Right.
Each other's asses.
Also, I don't know why. There was a moment in the match, right, when Greg broke out the shoulder breaker, and you marked out for the shoulder breaker.
Dude, I love the shoulder breaker, bro.
It's your thing. Rocky Maivia used to do that as his finisher.
Yeah.
That's the Rock's old finisher, the shoulder breaker.
Why I liked specifically Wilson getting it is because it looked like he was going to dump it on his head.
Oh, it looked like it was going to be like a power driver.
And then like, shoulder breaker. Okay, give chance.
Okay.
Yeah. So I like that.
Wilson, he rolled out of the ring several times to get away.
Correct.
Very good heel stuff, right?
Correct.
He's working the crowd a lot more as well.
For sure.
Since, again, his evolution, right? Ever since he turned heel,
Yeah.
we talked about like before he turned heel, he's a baby face.
Correct.
I mean, we always knew he could go in the ring, but we were always like, I wish we saw more of his personality.
And that personality was shown in the promo before the match. I won't be remiss to mention the promo because it really was amazing.
How many times have we said remiss, by the way, today?
Yeah.
Today's word of the day.
Word of the day.
Remiss.
That was the thing that really got me hyped. Just to explain the story, their history, right? But the story in the match, I had to mention the exposed turnbuckle spot.
Okay,
right?
so that was Wilson, removing the turnbuckle,
Yep.
resorting to cheating tactics because
Yep.
he's a dastardly heel.
Correct.
And it was one of those classic, it happens once, they kind of mess around with it, but then they don't touch it anymore situation. It's like, when you watch WWE and they pull out the table, but nothing actually happens, and then go do other things, and then the table will come into play later.
You almost forgot about it.
Almost.
I forgot about it, to be honest. So kudos to whoever booked this match because when they teased it and they went to do other things, completely forgot. And then when you least expect it, they brought it back into play.
Yes.
So Greg got hit by it.
When Greg had Wilson in the crossface, did it feel like there's a moment it's like, really? Greg is going to win. Did you feel it?
Yeah,
Because I felt it.
I felt it.
Because it was a case of he had him in the crossface.
Yeah.
Wilson was like trying to get to the ropes, get to the ropes. This is like classic Benoit and Triple H.
Benoit, Triple H, WrestleMania 20.
Yes.
Yep.
Like,
for sure.
but then as he's gonna Wilson's gonna touch the rope already.
And they rolled.
Greg rolls him over.
Yeah. So
and like smack in the middle of the ring where we stand right now.
The drama in the match was amazing.
Yes, very good.
And can I also say that they really pull out all the stops. They even exchanged finishes. Greg delivered the RKO, and that was the one that popped me like, holy shit, he did the RKO. He's gonna spam
the
his
kill
finisher.
shot. Excuse me. The kill shot.
Kill shot. Okay. So like there was a lot of false finishes there, and I genuinely thought for even at least a half a second that Greg might just get this title because I've been advocating for him to at least win the title once. Because to me, for the legacy of the title, I think the founder should at least win it once.
Yes.
To me.
Okay.
But again, that wasn't the case.
Nope.
Because of what happened at the end.
Yes.
Yep.
So we talked about the exposed turnbuckle.
Yeah.
Well, it would absolutely play a part in the finish as we had Wilson reversing a move.
Yeah.
And Greg goes head first into the exposed turnbuckle.
Yeah.
That's it lah. One kill shot later, we have a champion retaining his title.
Yeah. And again, the crowd was so deflated. The crowd was so disappointed, heartbroken. But I think it was the right move.
Okay. Yes.
To me, Wilson's heel turn needs to have like multiple like significant moments, right?
Wow.
This is not John Cena's heel turn, right?
No.
It doesn't mean just one time do the heel turn and then screw the rest of the run.
No.
We need to build him up some more.
Well,
so this is why that's the case.
Build, they definitely did because after that, you think, all right, shoot, the night's over, Greg has lost, and then this dastardly Hotshot starts beating on Greg again, wailing on him again, and then the courageous young boys, our NWE Academy students.
Shout out to people like Tidus,
yeah.
Nathaniel, at that point in time, Devan.
They all come in to try to make the save.
Correct.
Save Greg, right?
Yeah, but can I just say, Wilson kill shotting everyone there was super satisfying.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was fun. That was fun.
I actually popped for that.
I was like, yeah,
But I was like, wait, no, he's the bad guy. He's beating all the young boys.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, right? And I think they set it up perfect.
Yeah.
Because I turned to you. Do you remember this?
Yes, I did.
I turned to you. I was like, okay, to be fair, I said it several times. I said it during the Dave match.
Okay.
And then at the end of the night, though,
Yeah.
I turned to
Foreign?
Foreign.
Yes, me.
Because I turned to Foreign. I was like, the way their body language.
Yeah.
You know, as Greg was like helped up to his
Correct,
feet, he's still
correct.
wobbly from being beat down.
Yeah.
And there you have Devan. There you have Nathaniel.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, you know, we saved the day, we've helped
Yeah,
them, and
yeah.
they're just standing there looking at each other. I turned to Foreign. I'm like, they're gonna turn.
They are
And
gonna.
they did.
They did. Holy shit.
Why? I got emotional there. Sorry.
You okay, bro?
You gotta like really like get into it, man. Commit to the bit, as they say.
Sure. Well,
I don't know how they do that. My knee pains. They're just going on the mat, and then these guys are like bumping on their knees and shit.
it's all good, bro. It's a
Woo.
knee pads, bro.
God dang.
But anyway, okay. So
He's like, it's just the knee pads only. Like,
Dude,
it's all good. Like, I also can.
dude, the blocking
Ah.
of that. So as a videographer,
Blocking,
so,
say.
you know, like the videographer eye in me, right?
Cinema, bro.
Cinema.
Just
so
say
like,
it's
so,
cinema.
So you have Wilson on one side, staring at Greg. Greg is on the ropes, you know,
Yeah.
groggy, trying to get up. And then you got the two young boys. You got Devan and Nathaniel in their way. And like they're like, no, stop. And then like this Wilson was like, you think what? He's gonna take care of you? Get him. Get him. I was like,
I mean, reminiscent of John Cena's stuff. Reminiscent of The Rock telling John Cena, you know, I mean, doing the throat cut.
dude, isn't this like full circle moment?
It is.
5 years ago,
Yes.
this exact same thing happened,
Correct.
and it led to the formation of Inglorious.
Correct.
Now, full circle moment later, now you have Wilson taking on the role of Greg. It's legacy, bro.
It is legacy.
Randy Orton, bro.
In a way, Greg needs to look at himself and ask himself, did I bring this upon myself? Because this is exactly what I taught my boys.
Yeah,
what I taught Remus
you
and
taught him
Wilson.
well. You taught him well.
Well, it's come full circle.
Exactly. So we have a brand new faction here in Grapplemax. You have Devan, you have Nathaniel, the young boys, now joining forces with the Grapplemax Openweight champion in Hotshot Wilson.
And if you think about it, it makes perfect sense, right? You were just brought onto the main roster.
Yep.
Who better to align yourself with
Yep.
than the champion?
Yeah, and it's not just that, bro.
Yeah.
You know, he has a big title defense on the horizon.
Yeah.
The guy that's gonna face soon came in and saved the day. He had SPD coming in to save the day.
Correct.
And I believe, you know, somebody like SPD, in my humble opinion, is the biggest threat to Wilson's championship.
Correct.
Of course, he needs lackeys, bro.
Yes.
Of course.
Well, okay, I wouldn't call them lackeys. You know, they might have an issue with you calling them lackeys.
Oh, yeah, that's true, that's
They're right there having their makan.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
They might come in and, have some words with
We
you.
are literally surrounded by wrestlers and we're talking shit about them. What's
Exactly.
going on?
Oh, man, we got balls. Okay, so,
Yeah.
also another interesting point, right?
Yep.
And I don't know if I'm overthinking it, reading too much into it, but that's what we get paid to do. Even though we don't get paid, but that's what we do.
We do it for love. Patrons, please support us on Patreon.
Yes.
Yeah, then we can get paid.
Also, come on our Discord, the links in our bio and all that stuff.
Yeah, okay.
And come chat with us, okay?
Okay, yeah, sure.
So, Devan and Nathaniel, who did they face in the night?
Big Dave.
Big Dave has history with
Greg.
They used to be known as
GST.
They were a
Team.
Yeah.
What is this?
who's. I don't know.
What is this, hangman?
Not bad. We were actually going back and forth for a bit, and then you ruined it, bro.
Then yeet.
Yeah, I'm putting it on you,
Should
bro.
just stop at the yeet. Anyway, let's go.
We had a moment. It's lost.
Yeah,
It's
it
gone
was
now.
lost. It
What
just,
are you gonna do?
It just
What-
slipped through the hands.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm going at?
No, so what I thought you were implying was that why didn't Dave come and save the day?
Right. Well, I mean, we all know Dave is a dastardly heel.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I mean, he's a.
yeah, that's true.
I'm looking around.
No, he's busy. It's
He's
okay.
busy. Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
it's
we
fine.
can talk shit about him.
Yeah, okay, okay.
But yeah, so that's cool and everything, right?
Yeah.
But I see a match.
Yeah.
I see a match that perhaps leading up to Unity they could have involving SPD, involving Greg,
Yeah.
involving Dave versus the new faction. What do you think? What do you think? Because if you think about it, right,
Okay,
you need
okay.
something
I
to
see you,
bridge
fam.
to Unity.
I see you, fam.
Huh?
I see you,
Ah.
fam. Okay, well,
A little, 6-man tag.
while you figure out the repercussions of that, how is it gonna lead to that?
Booking committee, you want to give me a call?
I would
Give me access.
I would be
Google
very
access.
interested to come up with a very appropriate team name.
Oh my God! Here we go. We're going into team names.
Okay, anything is better than the vision. But let me give it a try. Okay, so we have
Low bar, that one.
we have Devan, we have Nathaniel, we have Wilson.
Oh my! Are you going to like chop up their names and put together? Nathaniel shot.
DNW.
Okay, you are not in charge of coming out with names.
Never mind.
It's not going to work.
It's okay.
Let them come up with it.
I think British India was good though.
That's terrible.
The Far East Company.
I want to go far away from you, bro. At this point. Okay, look, it's an akan datang situation.
We'll let Grapplemax figure out the name.
Yeah, Wrestlepaga, which is the next show that's coming up, 25th of October.
Yes.
At Tanjung Pagar CC. Guys, Grapplemax is doing big things, huh?
Yeah.
We talked about it before.
They covered the West,
Yeah,
Jurong.
West.
They covered Tanjong Pagar,
Yeah.
which is central.
Uh-huh.
Now they already covered Ubi and Geylang and Tampines, so
Bro,
in the east.
they're conquering Singapore, lah.
We need a Woodlands JB event.
I don't want that. I
Okay,
want
too far,
Marymount or I want Upper Thompson. New CC just open one.
Central.
Central, come.
Okay.
You
Okay,
know?
no problem.
But we've always said this, right? Like
Yeah.
you take the show on the road, all these different parts of Singapore. That's how you get eyeballs.
That's why WWE goes and does a tour, a circuit around the country.
Exactly. So that's the
only
whole
way.
point, right?
Yeah.
And I love that they're doing this.
Yeah, for sure.
And if anything, it gets the name out there. It gets the product out there.
Again, we always emphasize that if for the local industry to wrestling
Right.
industry to thrive,
Yeah.
we need like promotions like Grapplemax, SPW to continue innovating, continue
Yes.
bringing new eyeballs, so that people like us, when we talk about local wrestling, there's an audience for it.
Correct. So that's Wrestlepaga, the next one. And then after that, last two events for Grapplemax for the year, by the way, it is Unity. And a
Yes.
very interesting thing has happened.
What?
Because Unity, okay, wait, I did tarik back a bit, right?
Yeah, okay,
you know,
yeah.
Wrestlepaga is
Yes.
on that Saturday, 25th of October, right?
Correct.
You know what's on 24th of October? It's SPW's Hardcore
SPW
Island.
Hardcore Island,
So
right?
we have that whole Friday, Saturday dynamic
Uh-huh.
going into the weekend.
Uh-huh.
Very busy weekend for us.
Yeah,
Right?
And then the 1 month later,
Yep.
we have back-to-back shows in the same venue,
Okay.
but from different promotions.
Yes. So that, I mean, when Unity was announced, Fu Chao building, we were all like, whoa. I mean, okay, at the end of the day, it's a venue that people can book. No big deal.
Yes, correct.
But I mean, come on. With the history, with us overthinking shit, of course you know we're gonna be like, hey, are they doing something? And that's not it. That's not all.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Not only is Unity happening, I forgot the exact date.
I think it's 20...
November. It's not on the
Yeah,
screen
it's not
over there,
there.
unfortunately.
I
but-
believe it's 28 November. Don't quote us.
Yeah.
Don't quote us for it.
But the very next week, no, 22nd of November, thank you. You
Correct.
reminded me.
Yeah.
Because the very next week,
Yeah.
SPW is holding a show at their Fu Chao building. So it's like, oh,
It's like WWE, AEW counter programming, right?
I don't know about that.
But the question is, who is WWE, who is AEW? That's the question. That's the question. Yeah. But anyway, I think it's a great time for local wrestling.
Yep.
And I won't be remiss third time mentioning it.
Lord.
Not to mention that our third promotion, Ring of Rebirth, is actually having a show. So by the time this show comes out,
Yeah.
airing on Sunday, Ring of Rebirth is also having the show at the same time. So
Correct.
it is thriving. There is a local scene here,
Yep.
and I like how distinct all the audiences are. But here we are here at Grapplemax, and I would humbly say that tonight was a great standard.
Really was.
If you look at local wrestling, you come and check out Grapplemax. You can see what they're all about. You see the storylines. It all makes sense because I have like I was just telling you, my boss actually came today. Never watched wrestling before in his life.
Yep.
His first time watching wrestling live
Yep.
was Slam and Saver
Okay.
at One North, right?
Yes,
Grapplemax
yes,
previous show.
Yep.
And now he came for the second time and he's hooked. He's ready for Unity, bro.
Bro, I
I'm just
see what
saying.
you're doing,
I'm
bro.
just saying.
You get your boss hooked onto this thing that we love.
Yeah.
That's job security, bro. It's like, that colleague that's always like, the boss is a fan of Manchester United, and then the colleague, he's also a fan of Man U.
I did it last time with my property guru, right? Look what happened.
Oh, that. Then when you bring him to our show, we can blame them.
Oh yeah, maybe that's why.
Okay, let's not go there. Let's not go there. So Unity is at the Fu Chao building on the 22nd, and then 1 week after that, it is SPW show. So interesting. Are they going to have any cross promo run in stuff like that?
We don't know.
We'll have to wait and see.
We have
Or
to
are
wait
we
and see,
overlooking? I mean, we're overthinking things.
But anyway, with regards for tonight, that was our immediate review of Grapplemax Amplify 8. Very, very eventful show. And it's a precursor to what to expect for Grapplemax in the next 2 shows as well.
Oh my God. So, once again, thank you so much for watching this podcast, this special edition live.
Yes. And for those of you who are asking, where's our WWE coverage this week? I apologize. because there's really nothing much to talk about for WWE.
The only thing to talk about is Nia Jax and Jade Cargill and Tiffany Stratton and the Botchamania. But I mean, hey, let's just not go there.
Let's save all our WWE talk for next week because there will be our preview of Crown Jewel.
Ooh, Perth.
Unfortunately, I'm not going to Perth again because I went to Perth 3 or 4 times in the last 3 years, so it's okay.
Yeah.
And we really watched a better show because the last time they had the event, the PLE, was in a stadium.
Right.
It was in Optus Stadium.
Yeah.
Now they're doing it at RAC Arena, which is like a smaller ass venue, so it's all good. Sorry,
Okay.
I won't watch AJ Styles and John Cena, but it's all good.
Okay. Wow. He's really slinging the heat.
Yeah. Blame TKO. I'm pretty sure that the price is going to be even more expensive.
Bro, this foreign suddenly turned heel on the WWE. What's going on? Next thing you know, he's going to be an AEW fan.
Hey, I like good wrestling, bro. If it's good, I will watch it.
Okay.
But then it won't be AEW yet for now. Yeah.
All right. That's it. Again, thank you so much for watching. We are going to be back next week with more wrestling action. As always, if you haven't already, drop us a follow on our socials. Links are in the bio. We got our Discord where the community is always chatting about the latest and greatest in wrestling.
Can I ask one favor, guys?
One favor.
If you guys are watching on YouTube, please follow us and subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't.
Yes.
Because we are, as of the last time I checked, 399 subscribers.
390.
We just need that one more. I just very like my brain need to eat to reach the whole round up.
Log into your burner account right now, give us a follow, and there you go. That's 400.
400 subscribers, bro.
Goals, bro, goals.
Took us 8 years. I hope the next 400 subscribers will be like in less time.
Okay, we need to do something
about our YouTube channel.
controversial.
No, it's
Maybe
okay.
then people will...
No, it's all good. It's all
Okay,
good.
it's Mr. Young.
And it's foreign in the building. Take care.
Let's go.